we're the K3, and this is our weekly watch list where we come to you and talk to you about all the K-dramas we watched in the last week. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. Yay!
So if you are new here, thank you for finding us.
Yeah.
You've joined our conversation in our K-drama chat. So comment below, hit the bell, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It really helps our channel so that we can keep talking K-dramas with you.
Let's get started because we had some finales. We had some new shows. It was a good week. So let's get started with Monday, Tuesday. First finale lineup, Born Again. Oh my God. Marisa.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Hot mess. Hot mess. So it's like the writer was like, here's your story, reincarnation and true love and finding each other again and you'll be forever together. And then like long about episode 29, they either read the tea leaves or read one too many blog posts about how everyone wanted our girl to end up with Jung Ki-young's character, completely cut the story off at the knees. And we suddenly, there's just too many weird details to get into. Just know that they basically threw Lee Soo-hyuk's character under the bus and basically made him the accidental killer of her parents in the car accident that killed her parents in the first life back in the 80s. So the Hyunbin killed her parents, and so that he just never was able to tell her that. This derails her in this lifetime to the point where she cannot officially forgive him, but then finds that her heart is with yes, her heart is actually with the guy who was a murderer, a premeditated murderer in the other life, but because he was doing that to get her a heart in this, that's done.
So she can't be with the guy who was reincarnated, not the actual present guy she's with, but was he possessed by was it reincarnation or possession? Because that was a little...
It was weird. It was hazy. Like all of them were reincarnated, but then all of them had this moment where suddenly they just channeled all of the old memories. And you're just like, what?
Oh, come on.
Sure. So then, Marisa, this is how the show ends, where I think collectively, if you weren't already like screaming at your television. So, as we have mentioned before, Jung Ki-young's character, Jung Bum, has a bullet in his head because Kim Soo-hyuk shot him in the head to protect his love. And so the bullet, we've been told numerous times, is shifting. And if he doesn't get operated now, he might never be able to do it. So, of course, my theory is that he was going to end up being in a coma or something like that and be able to give her his heart. And so even though he doesn't win her in the end, he still is able to be with her. You know, it kind of works, right? No, Marisa. No. So she's in love with him. He's about to die. He's got a month to go. So instead of spending it with her, he puts together this entire concoction. Oh, and of course, because she's found out about this stuff, all of these things that have happened, she now has broken heart syndrome. And because she has a weak heart and broken heart syndrome, she now needs a new heart. But she can't get on the list because the list is too long, Marisa. So she's going to die. Right?
Oh, my God.
So, Jung Ki-young's character puts together this entire operation where blah, blah, blah. They manipulate the doctor to get her on the top of the list. And then he figures it out how he's going to be taken to this hospital, and then he's going to kill himself, and then they're going to resuscitate him in enough time to take his heart and give it to her. Right? Yes, sure. Because it's a great idea. It's a great plan.
That'll work.
But our prosecutor, who now has a change of heart because he realizes that he's a bad, bad man and is unloved by the girl, right? And he wants to make it right, tells her the plan. And so they go racing to him, and she's like, no, how can I live without you? And so cut to new scene, bright lights, it's beautiful. She has now bought the bookstore, she's quit her job, she's going to go back to the old life And then she sees Changboma and he's reading a book. He's reading The Wuthering Heights. And we're like, what the hell is happening right now? Oh, because she talks him into getting the surgery. That's a key point. Sorry. She talks him into getting the surgery. So, and he's reading the book and then he looks at her and she's like, Changboma? And he's like, smiles. And then Lee Se-hyuk walks up and he looks through the mirror window and he's got flowers because he knows that she's there. And there's the three of them standing off, but it's a different configuration. Now it's her with Jung Ki-young, and they're staring at each other longingly. And our poor boy Lee Se-hyuk is standing outside. Cut to epilogue. We're in a hospital room, and she's hovering over the bed with snacks and treats and different things to remind Changboma of all the things they did together. He's in a coma.
Oh my God.
Right? Right?
What?
Hot mess, Marisa.
Oh my God.
Hot mess. So all of us collectively are like, what?
But the all of the twists and turns and the derailments and like, there was kind of just no way that you could have wrapped this up neatly, right?
I mean, honestly, the only way to wrap it up neatly, in my personal opinion, was because this is the thing. From episode 1, Jung Ki-young's character wanted to give her his heart. So I thought it would be a nice way to come full circle. You don't get the girl, but you get to give her your heart because,
right.
So I thought that was going to be the cleanest way to put it all together. But no. Writer had other ideas and she was like, no. Serial killer boy, or not even serial killer, but killer boy, stalker boy, really creepy boy, he gets redemption.
Yes.
The lawyer, who is her reincarnated true love,
no, not so much.
It's just really not doing it for me right now.
Oh my God.
You know, I mean, I felt it, but I think it was because of other reasons, not because of anything else. And scene. It's ridiculous. So fucking ridiculous, Marisa. It hurt
wow.
I literally have to say thank you to Caitlin because I literally was like rage tweeting at her for the final half hour because she had asked me before. She's like, have you watched it yet? I'm like, not yet. So when we started, I was like, what is happening right now? And she's just like, I basically like live tweeted the ending to her. So thank you for listening to it because I was like, what is happening right now?
Oh my God.
It's Born Again. Those boys were the only reason to stick with it. And even at the end, you were just like, oh, good God. Anyway, sometimes it's just so good to just get rid of them, right?
Yes.
Oh,
and
God.
moving on.
Good casting. Oh, show.
Oh, gosh. The show. It's so disappointing because, and we mentioned this last week, the funny, kick-ass, spy caper show that we were promised at the beginning just disappeared, and we're in some weird place of bullying and
right,
like crying
so
and
much crying.
regret, and it's just not the lighthearted, fun
there were
stuff.
Two things that stuck out to me, and I only got through episode 13. I did not make it to 14. And these are two things that stuck out to me that really really bummed me out, and the other one I was like, this is what I signed on for. And the thing that I signed on for was the assistant, who I just don't think Assistant Beyond just doesn't get enough credit. He's hilarious, and I love him, and I need him in more things.
Yeah.
And so I think the wackiness with those two, with him, I think they're like bromance, and now they end up in the freezer. And like, that was the kind of stuff that I was like, I really it was wacky and it was stupid and it was silly, but it was fun. And I really enjoyed it.
And we need more of that.
Yes. And the thing that really, I literally was just getting ready to be like, oh yeah, we're done show. But it only has I only have 3 more episodes. But the Idol storyline makes me crazy. Like,
it makes me crazy too.
That is not romantic, ladies. Like, let's the wrist grabbing and him being a petulant brat.
Oh,
and
I know.
And her thinking that that's romantic. Like, I was like, what is happening right now? I was so mad.
And the thing is, there's been no, I was going to say there's no character growth, but maybe, is that expecting too much? Because Yeah, the demanding emotional manipulation from him is it's not even emotional manipulation. It's just flat out like boss bullying, using status over
terrible.
her. He's terrible. And why does she need that job?
Right.
Why are they still all working there? That makes no sense to me. They don't need their jobs there because they actually work for the NIS.
I know.
It's like, what?
It makes no sense.
It doesn't. So then you don't know who Michael is.
Oh, I don't. Tell me.
But here, I'm bummed you didn't watch it because I have such a busy work week that I got to the end and then I was like, wait, he's Michael. But then they dropped in the idea that there's someone above him. So I'm like, wait, is he not Michael? Is there someone else? But Michael is the tech guy that they had been following.
I kind of figured that out a few episodes back. I'm a little disappointed that it was that obvious.
Yeah, but like, where is Lee Sung-yub's ex-wife? I think she's somehow still involved. They didn't really tip any hat to that though, so maybe not. But I was not interested enough to go back and rewatch the last 5 minutes that I didn't completely pay attention to because
I ran out of time that I didn't watch it. I mean, I feel like the ex-wife is still somehow involved.
Yeah.
Because she seems to like mastermind manipulate. Like, what's happening right now? Yes.
I know. She's just pushing the other board directors around. But this show, I'm so bummed because it was so much freaking fun with the Red Backpack song and this.
Oh my God.
And, but now
and
I don't.
Yeah. And like even those two, like I'm just kind of like, meh, okay. Yeah. Like there's nothing there anymore. I don't know what it is. Like it just kind of fell apart a couple episodes back.
I know. And like the spy stuff isn't as good. And I mean, the fight scenes were fine, but they didn't, the setups were weird. Yeah. And it does. Now I saw the preview and is it at least a little bit satisfying to watch the three Ajumas go after her daughter's bullies? No, because they just beat them up. Oh. And the mom was like, wait, this is wrong. We shouldn't be doing this. But they beat these teenagers up but didn't tell them, you shouldn't, why are you bullying my daughter or they just beat them up. And then they took the money that they had stolen from the automatic Norabong. And then that was a fun, wacky scene, I guess, with like the three of them singing all these songs. But it was like, how did we get here?
Oh,
it wasn't.
Damn it, show.
I know this show just like.
I mean,
deflated.
I feel kind of obligated to finish it, considering it's only got 2 episodes left. My motivation to do that is limited.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we finish it? Should we drop it? Like, is anyone watching it? Like, talk to us. Like, can we save 2 hours of our lives and not watch it? I mean, do you want to hear what we have to say about a crappy ending? Let us know below. The one that we are still super enjoying, Dinner Mate. Guys, not that I didn't have a small Sung problem before, but this is getting bad. He's attractive and he's funny and he looks like he's having fun. And then you put him in Dr. Scrubs. Like, what? Show?
Cooking?
And he's cooking. Like, and he's born in the same decade I was. Like, there are a lot of issues happening here, you guys.
He's adorable.
He's adorable.
They had that one, and he's such a hunk of a man. So to say that he's adorable is a whole other level of like attractive.
That's exactly. You're like, wait, what's happening? Like,
I know.
Okay,
because that split screen bed scene, which we see so often in K-dramas,
right?
Yeah. And that moment where they went to dinner and he was just like following everything she did in terms of like making the, what do they call it? The lettuce wrap.
Yeah.
And he was just following her completely. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Right?
So
like
attractive.
He's like adorable, but smoking hot. It's like a weird thing. You're just kind of like, don't know what's happening right now. Like
with mommy issues.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Of course. Yeah, I know. He's going to end up reconciling with Mama.
Oh, of course.
Right,
of course. Everyone's going to, yeah.
But can we talk just for a quick second? Just culturally, I need a little bit of help on this one. It's the fall down, blackout drunk. And we see it a lot in K-dramas. Yeah. Where that's just kind of like a normal date. Like, I don't know if it's just what they use in K-dramas to like as a way to for skinship, or if it's a way to, you know, get their feelings out or what. But I feel like just from a creative standpoint, like when you're that drunk in an American drama, like there's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know that much about South Korean drinking culture.
Right.
But
and then to drink strawberry milk afterwards. Oh my God, I wanted to vomit. I was like, oh my God. Ooh.
I know. She drinks a lot.
She drinks a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that was one thing that I was just kind of like, wow, she is like blackout drunk right now.
I know. It must be because we hear it so often in K-dramas, like, you drink well, you know? And you're like on your 8th bottle of soju. So I guess that's the thing. I think that's just, I don't know. No, and
I do recognize that culturally drinking is a very big part of the culture, for sure. It's just the level of drunkenness. I know. It just seems problematic to me in social situations, as if not professional situations. Like,
I know. Which is how I guess you get to a situation where you agree to keep having dinner with someone whose name you don't know, and that you think keeping that privacy is a good idea. What?
There is that. Yes. That's about it. Yeah. I feel like I'm really enjoying the show. I've just reached a point where I just now need a little bit more, you know, like I need some things to start happening. Cause I find I find his ex insufferable.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
how many times does he have to tell her to fuck off before she actually disappears?
Like, I'm just like, she's awful.
She's awful.
She's awful.
And no, I don't feel bad for her that her mother embezzled all this money.
No.
That's fake emotion you're trying to get out of us to like her.
And then it was like, I can't believe he yelled at me. Even when I cheated on him, he didn't yell at me. Like, sweetie, he didn't yell at you because he was still in love with you. But then you told him he was boring and broke up with him, and then decided that you changed your mind, 5 years later? Like, stop talking.
I know. So what we need to start seeing more of also is our homeless guy, Keanu.
Yes.
Played by Park Ho-san. And we call her Jennifer because that's what her character was in Still 17. Oh my God. She made such a huge impression on us. But Ye Ji-won's character, the boss.
Oh my God, I love her so much.
I know. So the two of them together, it's going to be... I
need more of that. And then I just need more about what's happening, because right at the end of this week's episode, when Lee Ji-hoon's rolled up and he turned his chair. Ooh.
What's happening there?
But here's the other thing. So suddenly we're giving like tragic backstories to both of our exes to justify their behavior. So Lee Ji-hoon has a heart problem or some sort of medical problem. Like, dude.
Oh God, that's right.
What? Like, what are you talking about? Like, in 5 years, you didn't...
His whole collapse.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness.
And pills.
Pills, which he got in America because he still can't tell her why he disappeared. You know, whenever they go to America, it's like it's this place with no cell phones or email or texting. It's so like, or planes that fly from Korea to the US.
Exactly.
It's like,
suddenly it is ghosting. It's like a very large continent of just ether. It's really bizarre, right?
It's so funny. Oh my God.
And then Jennifer even was like, you weren't in America, so what's going on? So she's already figured him out. So, like, we all know I love Lee Ji-hoon. So I'm willing to give him a pass, but we need to get there. Let's get there, show.
So what episodes were that? That was
5 and 6. So we haven't quite hit the
Oh, we have a long ways to go.
We have a long ways to go. That's why I'm kind of like, all right, I appreciate the ground laying, but now we're almost at the halfway point. Go, show. I need a little bit more. They are adorable, though. I do love our lead couple. Their relationship makes no sense to me. I don't understand how it would even happen. And I don't know if I was ever that drunk and someone asked me my name, I don't think I would have the wherewithal to come up with a fake name.
I know.
I think my name would just blurt out because you're that drunk.
Yeah.
These are just theories. You could be wrong.
But also Sandara Park was in the episode this week. I love her so much. She's like my favorite. Yeah. So she's from 21, the K-pop band. And she was actually raised in Manila in the Philippines. So this is what's funny about it. Because if you watch her YouTube channel, Dara TV, all she does is eat. Like she eats hilarious. So much. She's this tiny little wisp of a thing and she eats so much. So it's so funny that she played this anorexic K-pop idol who, has issues with food.
Right. I just love the fact that he was like, it needs surgery. And then the amount of work they put into making this porridge. And I love porridge. Don't get me wrong. It's delicious, but it was amazing. And I'm not a big food porn kind of person, but I was like, I really need some of that right now. Like I want some. It looks so good.
Yes. All right. So we're off to K-Town in a minute.
Right. Exactly. Going.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
I know. Are they open yet? Can we go? I don't know.
Takeout.
Good point. Good point. I can do
Support
takeout.
Listen, Asian restaurants their business is plummeting right now because of coronavirus and racism and issues. So do yourself a favor. Help your local business. Get takeout from your favorite Korean, Chinese, Japanese restaurant. It's a good thing. Filipino.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking about some pumpkin porridge right now.
Oh, yeah. Sounds good.
Delicious. I'll have to go do that. Unfamiliar Family. We did not watch the first 2 episodes because we didn't think we were going to be into it. And then we watched them. And Marisa, as you can tell by the looks on her face, really into it. On the other hand, I'm like, I think I am. It's weird. I don't know. Go.
Did you watch all 4?
I watched all 4.
Oh, okay. So, secrets and how you think people will react to them and who are you trying to protect, and everybody's got secrets, and I love this show so much. Oh my goodness, it's so good. But I do have one quibble.
No, go ahead. Quibble away.
So I hope you all are caught up because this is a major spoiler. Because at the end of episode 4, it turns out that our big Nuna, our older sister, her doctor husband is hiding. We think, at least she's looking at this on some chat room because he left his laptop when he went to New Zealand, that he's hiding that he's gay. This is exactly the storyline with the same actor.
Oh my God,
that he was in Secret Boutique.
Oh my God, I wrote that down. I was like, didn't he already do this role? Like, I feel like, I hope he gets a better ending than he did in Secret Boutique. That was horrible.
Right. He killed himself, right?
His lover killed himself.
Oh, his lover killed himself. Yeah. So this is the actor is Kim Tae-yoon. So I don't know what's happening here. So like he's a very he's a really good actor. He was, we saw him in the film Malmoe. His brother Kim Tae-woo are both really great character actors. So there's a reason why he is playing the same storyline. So I don't know what's going to happen from here.
Yeah. But I mean, that one I felt, and I don't know if maybe it's because of Secret Boutique. I was like, oh, well, that's going to be what it is. I was just kind of like, we're kind of running out of secrets one could have at this point. And I'm like, ding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, oh, wow. I liked it. I just felt that it was just so many secrets thrown at me at once. I was just like, oh, God. Okay. So we've got mom's about to make her escape, and then she's got to take care of dad, who now thinks that he's 22 and in love with her again, where she just wants to punch him in the fucking throat. And I mean, so I'm enjoying it, but I can see me reaching a certain point where I'm just like, this is too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
But I am enjoying it. I'm a big fan of Kim Ji-suk. So I'm really digging him in this role. I think, talk to me about this one, Risa. He's in love with the big Nuna.
Yes, he is.
Not with our lead girl, who I thought was where the love connection was going to be.
I know, which then gives us a new, makes me take a new look at Shin Dong-wook, the VP who just came over from America or whatever. Because
exactly. Because that's scandalous in its own way. I mean, who hasn't been in a relationship that was falling apart and things happen? All right. We all know.
Yeah.
But I kind of wanted a little bit more for her than just being a side piece for a while. So I feel like
And I think there will be because she, all right. So you've got some really amazing actors there. And I don't think she would take your typical, right. So I don't know what's going to happen. So this writer, the last thing she did was Sweet Stranger and Me with Kim Soo-hyuk and Kim Kwang-young. Is that his name?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Sue. And that fell apart at the end.
Oh.
But it was also like 4 years ago. Is that right? Kim Young Kwon and Lee Soo-hyuk. Sorry. Oh my God.
Kim Soo-hyuk is his character name in Born Again. Yeah, it got a little confusing for me too. I was like, wait, Soo-hyuk? Kim? What's happening?
Kim. So Lee Soo-hyuk. Yeah, so that was 4 years ago. So I'm hoping that maybe if she's been working on this all this time, we'll actually have strong stories through the full 16 episodes. Because this is makjang, but it's not played heavy.
Right, exactly.
So,
then my only concern with Kim Ji-suk getting with Big Nuna is that little barista is hot, and I kind of want her to tap that.
But okay, so, didn't he say? Didn't he say to the doctor husband? I know you do. He's totally cute. He was in that show, that Channel A show I watched about the bar.
Oh, wait.
XX? Yeah.
Oh.
XX, yeah. He was in that, and he was an asshole in that one. So
I can see him channeling that. Yes, absolutely.
But didn't he tell you to the doctor that my girlfriend knows who you are? Or did he say my sister knows who you are?
He did say, it did come across as my girlfriend, but I feel like there's still something going on.
Oh, yeah. Or is that one of those Korean terms that just means the girl who's my friend?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I would need a little bit of help on that one because it was a little hazy. Because he called it a lover spat, but she like stabbed him with scissors. So I feel like there's levels of crazy there. So.
Oh yes. Again.
Yeah.
More secrets. So
right.
I like it so much. And I love our puppy so much. Oh my gosh.
Oh he's just my God.
Shinjae.
Yeah. He's got that
youngest.
He's got that same little he's got the same little energy that he had in VIP, which I loved so much.
I know, where he's always like, wait, what?
Wait, what? Huh? Wait, time out. And now and the poor little Magne is just sitting there with the biggest family secret ever, and he can't share it with anyone, and he's just falling apart. Poor thing.
I know.
Oh, pumpkin.
So this is a great. Did you ever watch the series Brothers and Sisters with Callista Flockhart and Sally Field? It reminds me of that show a lot. Okay. Like brothers and sisters who are close, but man, there's a lot of family shit going on. So it's kind of like that. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I'm enjoying it, but I'm also like I can see the yellow flags of Jen being like, "Oh, it's too much." It's too much.
One secret too many. Where I'm like, "Give me more."
I know. I'm like, I need to can we just dive into the 15 we've already got? We got another. But yeah. So it'll be interesting. I'm definitely in for at least next week for sure. Wednesday, Thursday. Oh my baby! Listen, I love Jang Nara's character so much in this show, and I think that's what's keeping me because I'm not gonna lie, ladies. While Go Jun is just a delightful man to look at, his level of cheese is like it's cringeworthy, guys. Like,
oh no,
he's like it's even she's kind of like oh. But they're still adorable. So they got together and we basically start the episode. And this was my favorite part. It was so fantastic. My favorite part. They start the episode with them getting the kiss and they're basically in this park and there's fireworks and he leans in to kiss her and he kisses her. And then it's like dramatic. And then all of a sudden you get a voiceover from Jang Nara and she's like, this is so awkward. How do we end this? Because she's like, it wasn't that the kiss was awkward, but they're in a public place, and then all of a sudden you hear off camera this group of girls yelling, "It's like a drama! Oh my god!" So it was hilarious.
Oh my gosh!
And so they end up walking home, and it's day one, and it was lovely. well, they've just kind of, I feel like, because this is 9 and 10, so they've got to fill some space. And this was my concern with how they got together in episode 8, that there's just not enough there to really, I feel like we're going to get a lot of manufactured stuff now, because as much as I hate to say that, it's just, we now have Park Byung-eun is like, now doesn't just jokingly think they should get married. Like, now he's deeply in love with her and is heartbroken that she's dating. And it's just like, I mean, he's doing an amazing job because he can pivot from the comedy to the drama. Like, he's brilliant. He's a brilliant actor. But it's just like, again, it's not the show I really signed up for. Like, that's not what you gave us. And so now all of a sudden we have that. And then we've got the little puppy who thinks he's in love with her and is trying to buy her this Cartier ring because of, and I'm hoping they've dropped that storyline. It felt like they might have dropped that storyline, but it's just not, I don't know. I mean, I want to love it. And there's a lot that I really do still love about it, so I'll keep watching it. But the relationship stuff is just kind of starting to, you can tell that they knew where they kind of wanted to go, but it wasn't. We're at episode 9 and 10, and we still have so we got 11, 12, we got like 6 episodes left to go. And yeah, and so it's just that. So I'm concerned because I'm not really digging. Yeah, I mean, Go Joon is just not he's not a cheesy guy. I don't think so. It's really, you could just tell that it's really not easy for him to do it. And so him making these really bad, like, are your feet tired because you've been running through my brain all day kind of jokes? Not quite that, but it's kind of the same thing. Like making the joke based on how words sound. I was like, thing. Ooh, yeah, no.
Because he was funny in Fiery Priest. He was really good in that. But that was like a thug character, and that was a really he matched that really well.
Yeah,
this tough guy.
He actually does the drama in this show much better. And I have officially found out, he hasn't told her yet, but he either has a low sperm count or he's infertile, because now he's going to start taking hormone shots so that he can hopefully give her the baby. But he hasn't had the conversation with her yet, so it might have happened in episode 10. I didn't see episode 10 yet because it was only at like 89% still subbed on VIKI. So. I'm a little behind. But yeah, I still like it, and I love these characters, and I love the 4 women at the magazine and their relationship. And I'm really digging that they're just these powerful women that just get shit done, and they can still have relationships, and, but they still want careers. And so I'm really enjoying a lot of that aspect of it. I love her mother in this show. It's so adorable. Like, so she is, her hobby is doing things she's never done before. And so she ends up taking this Leatherworks like crafting class, and Go Joon's character is there as well. And they're both, and she's like obviously eyeballing him because for her daughter, because she wants to, and she's like, why do you do this? And he's like, well, my hobby is to do things I've never done before. She's like, me too. And so she starts asking, and then he's like, no, I've got this great girlfriend. And she's like, damn it, all the good ones are taken. So it's adorable that it's her daughter. But she's just so fantastic, and I love her so much. So, I mean, there's parts that I still really dig, but I feel like the writer just doesn't know what to do with these 3 guys anymore because they paired them up too quickly. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when you have 3 markedly different men, these different characters, you either have to string it out a lot longer that you're not sure who she's going to choose, or you do it so early and it becomes painfully clear who she should choose, because the more you get to know her, the more obvious it is who she should be with.
Yeah. And so now that we've got 2 like lovesick puppies and 1 not lovesick, it's just kind of like, I don't, where does this go? Like, I don't know where this goes. So episode 9 was not my favorite. Let's just put it that way. I have not watched 10 yet, but I'm still in. So if you have watched 9 and 10, let me know if, how are you feeling? Are you feeling the same way I am? Am I missing something? Am I missing key plot points that I just missed? Let me know. Do you like a good, is it Aegyo?
Oh, Aegyo?
Aegyo, yeah.
Is she like that?
He is.
God.
It's awful.
That's not attractive in a man.
No. It's not attractive in anyone, in my personal opinion. But yeah, it's just like, what is happening right now? Okay. Especially if you're like staring 40 in the face and he's 40, like I'd be like, what are you doing right now? Like, that needs to stop.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
dear.
I mean, but he's adorable, and you don't hate him for it. You're just kind of like, could you just talk normally? That'd be great.
Oh.
And yeah, so that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, it was one of those things. So let me know, guys. Am I just a cold-hearted bitch? I just don't get it. All right. The one that we do get, and we get a lot, and get very, very well. Mystic Pop-Up Bar is probably one of my all-time favorite dramas.
I know, right?
It's so freaking satisfying week after week after week.
It's like, it's the one that I saved as like, you know, my K-drama treat for the week, because just love it so much. They have so much. Here's the thing. They're clearly making a television show, right? So they have fun with it, with the Romeo and Juliet and with the ghosts. And, you know, it's just,
my God. It's the Romeo and Juliet was the most random, absurd, hilarious thing. I was just like, what is happening right now?
Bad community theater in their
black. It was in a
box
black box with like no props, but these overdone costumes,
which made no sense.
No sense. I was just like, what is happening? It was hilarious. So it made me laugh really hard. Yeah,
it was super funny. There was again like for the first of the 2 episodes this week, the ghost story had less to do with, wasn't as important as the story between the 3 of them. Right. And that's what I love. It's like, we still get a little ghost stuff, but it's not distracting. You know, you really want to learn so much more about these 3 and their, you know, their former lives and how they're going to get to 500. And she is so sassy, and she's a negotiator, and I love that about her.
Yeah, no,
because we have to talk about the devil.
Oh God, yes, she's so amazing. Yeom-hae-ran. Yeom-hae-ran is a devil with her hair all slicked back in these power suits. I love it. She's amazing. She's so fierce, and she's so funny. Like, she's such a good actress. Like, I love her. I love her.
She's hilarious. She's so hilarious.
Yeah.
And coming off her, when the Camellia Blooms, that was the last one she did, right? So yeah, you just see how much fun she's having. All of them.
Oh, absolutely. It's just so good. I'm now just starting to get really stressed out about who the prince is. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, I still believe it is Chief KOCOWA, but they kind of left a little dangling Chad, to use a little bit of an American idiom, that it's possible I was like, at one point I was like, oh my God, is he her mother? Oh no, no. And then again, when they were looking at the moon through their fingers, and they were like, you showed him, and then they instantly cut to Kangbang, and I was just like, Kangbang? I was like, damn it, show. It can't be. It
can't be.
Right?
No. It can't be.
So, because Chief KOCOWA just looks so longingly at her, especially when she's like, I hate that bastard. He's like, oh,
those were just little distractions.
Okay, good.
It has to be, right?
I'm holding you to that, Marisa.
Oh, I hope so.
And then we've got the assassin running around as an evil spirit, eating other evil spirits. So what's going on there? And then we find out that the Grim Reaper is his dad.
I love Korean dramas. They do evil spirits so well, like the dark eyes, like just like the sucking the spirits in. And it's just so good.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it's just such a, again, it's that whole kindness thing. Like, again, we didn't have ghosts that are, doing. Like, even, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's a weird thing. It's a weird, like, there's some things that are just, people are just innately mean, and you're just like, that's not fun for me. But everyone is just innately kind, and I'm really enjoying that.
It's really not grudges that they have. It's just, how do you say it? It's more like unfinished business. And so that even when you have this amoral gambler, he still has love for his best friend who, so... Yeah, beautiful lessons.
Yeah, so it's just such a satisfying show every freaking week. I love it.
Yeah.
And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We did it, guys. We made it. King Eternal Monarch is done.
Now,
exactly. Go ahead.
Why am I seeing so many calls for a season 2 on the internet?
No. We did a whole live after chat on Friday not as it aired, but the night it aired. So we talked with a bunch of you guys there, and it was just super fun. Yeah. But I mean, everyone was like, if they had 25 episodes, if they had 20, and I thought about it. I thought long and hard. If they just had more episodes, if they could have made this make sense. I don't think she could have. I don't think there was a cohesive story there to begin with. I think even if you had a whole nother season, you wouldn't be able to do it.
No, because the other thing I'm seeing a lot of is people blaming the director. And I personally feel that that's not where you should put the blame. The blame, I think, is squarely on the writer. If you are like us and you were just completely confused for 16 episodes. I know there's a big faction of you out there who loved it, who loved the love story. I mean, for so many of us, it was too confusing. The time travel, where we were, the 2 different worlds. And it's like the things that we did love, like Udo Hwan, or the chemistry between Egon and Jung Tae-il just wasn't enough, you know?
Right. So it's just, I think that's what it is. Like, it's kind of like with Born Again. Like, the writer gave us a story that they set up, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't really give us the rules, but there seemed to be some dire thing that was about to happen with time travel and the uncle. And then we get to the final 2 episodes and you cut the uncle at the knees, and so he's pointless. And then and my favorite thing that we said in the live thing, they just do a travel log for 30 minutes where they just bounce between different eras, like for vacation. Like, I just felt like there was a lot more story that they had set up. I
know. And so many of you commented and helped clarify a lot of the characters that we were seeing. Thank you so much. But that it took that much work is a faltering in the storytelling. Yeah. It's like, which Kim Kyung-nam were we looking at? Oh, he was the one that should have been in the coma, but he was playing baseball as a child and not hit it by a car. Right. And then the Jung Tae-il, like, who was the drunk one that got off, who got out of the van because she just won her Baeksang award or whatever? Right. Like, what was she Luna that because she grew up? Oh, yeah.
I have that's what I'm saying. Like, it was weird. It was just weird. It was just weird. And it was, well, here's the thing. I loved all the actors. Like, the actors were the only reason I kept watching.
So good.
I mean, there are some shows where you're just like, I just can't. Like, the story makes no sense. I just can't keep up with it. Maybe the next one, whoever you are. But this one, like, I mean, the Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun chemistry was great, and I loved it. I just wanted to understand the why and the how of it all,
I know. So just through so many of the first episodes, the prime minister was there, and Irim, the evil uncle, was there, but there was no explanations for why they were doing what they were doing. And then as we just kept chugging along, we just got more and more lost.
Yeah. And then the few rules that she did set up, we just abandoned. Like, because we're like, oh, that doesn't work. We're good. That's going to be bad. Yeah. Like, it was, so yeah, I mean, we went through all of this in our live, and we'll just put a little thing up there for you to go ahead and click on if you want to. It was a lot of fun. We have a great time when we do our live chats. It's so much fun. So thank you all who joined us. And if you haven't, please join us next time. We love it.
Love talking to you guys too.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. And we appreciate all of you following up with like sending things on Twitter or saying or leaving comments in the comment section to like clear up some questions we have. Because we are not experts. We are just fans, and we love it. We love to talk about it, but we love it when you help clear up things, for sure. I'm not above being like, I have no idea what's happening. And then if you give me what's happening, I'm good. It's all good. Yeah. So we'll leave a link of that like above. And so, yeah, that pretty much channeled all of where we're at with that. I just think at the end of the day, I feel like Udo Wong was wasted, especially in a dual role. I feel like, I am a bigger fan of Lee Min-ho now that we're done. I mean, I was never a super fan of Lee Min-ho. I loved him in Legends of the Blue Sea. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. But coming off of this one, yeah, I think he's one I'll follow now, which is, I mean, yeah, for sure. Kim Go-eun, always love her.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, and Kim Nam. I mean, I just feel like for me it was more of an actor thing than it was obviously a story thing. But those four really, like kept it rooted in enough that I was able to watch it week after week. And then Lady No, I'm sorry, I stand firm. Court Lady No's scenes with Egon were were the most. They were the best scenes for me. I just thought they were so lovely, and they had such a great relationship. It was kind and it was sweet and it was funny and it was, it was beautiful. That's my favorite. Yeah,
they still didn't explain her.
No,
that's okay.
Not at all. Not even a little.
But yeah, par for the course, unfortunately.
Right?
Yeah. So, oh well, the king,
Eternal Monarch. Thank you. Godspeed.
Long live the king.
Right. Long live the king.
The king is dead. Long live the king.
Right. Exactly. All right, you guys. And as we always wrap up all of our shows, we like to talk about the top 3 moments of the week for us. So, in honor of Pride Month, I'm going to tell you all to watch this little gem of a show, a little mini web show on VIKI. It's exclusive to VIKI. The episodes are like 10 to 12 minutes tops. There's only 8 of them. It is chef's kiss adorable, and it is called Where Your Eyes Linger. And it is a gay 2 gay boys storyline, and it was done so. It was just done beautifully. It wasn't horribly. I mean, it was tropey K-drama tropey, like good K-drama tropes, but it wasn't antagonistic or anti. It was very embracing and loving and hopeful, and I enjoyed every minute of it. And I want you guys all to go watch it. It was delightful.
You say boys because they're young?
They were in high school.
They're in high school.
Yes.
That's interesting.
It was about a chaebol and his bodyguard who have been together for 15 years. Dad decides that it's a really good idea to buy them a house and let them live together.
Oh.
And so there is a lot going on there. And the lead boy, the bodyguard, is in love with him. And our chaebol, it takes him a little while to realize that his feelings for his bodyguard are not just friendly. And that is how the story grows. And it gets to a point, and then it ends. It was so sweet. It was very, very satisfying. And I enjoyed every minute of it. And I highly recommend it. It's over on VIKI, but we'll also throw a link down there below if you want to check it out.
That's great.
Yes. And number 2.
So this scene was, it's from Mystic Pop-Up Bar. Chief Gui talking to a chicken.
The best.
And it went on and on.
It did. It wasn't just one or two words.
No, it was like, here, let me go into the chicken coop and talk to the hens. It's like.
It was. And the commitment that Chief Gui had to it was just so amazing.
Yeah. So Chaewon Young's the actor. It's
right?
Like, I don't know. Is this something you do in improv classes? It's like,
yes, it is.
You're a chicken.
Actually, it is. So yeah, I was just so good. Yuk Sung Jae just being like, what's happening right now? Like it was. You just don't very often see that in a K-drama. Though I appreciated the writer who was like, how are they going to get this information? Talking to the chickens. Done. Otherwise, they never would have figured it out. But that hen had to give us some intel, people. So what do? Send in Yuk Sung Jae and Chief Gui. Like, it was so amazing. Do you speak chicken? I don't speak chicken. Do you speak chicken? Like, do they just go around trying to find someone who is, fluent in chicken? Like, it was just hilarious.
This show is the best.
It really is.
Oh my goodness.
And last but not least, you cannot wrap up the King Eternal Monarch without giving a tip of the hat to, as much as we didn't enjoy the show, thoroughly enjoyed Lee Min-ho. I believed every second of every minute of every hour of this show, regardless of what was happening, that man was the king.
Yes.
Bar none. Like, he was so perfect for this role. It was amazing. And
we said it every week that he was born to play this role. He was majestic.
Yeah.
Even Ho on that horse, my goodness. My goodness.
Please. Like, riding back and forth from universe to universe.
But he was just.
But he looked amazing. I believe
he looked amazing. I loved his dry sense of humor with Court Lady No and with Udo Kwan.
Right?
It was just so great.
He just carried himself with such a
his comportment. Yes,
I was really, really impressed. I kind of fangirled a little bit, which he wasn't.
You stan him now?
I'm not sure I'm a full on stan, but I'm a stin. How's that?
A mini stan?
I'm a mini stan. I'm a mini stan.
Sure.
I'm a mini stan. But he was, I mean, at the end of the day, man, he honestly is probably what kept me watching it for the long haul, because he had all the heavy lifting to do in that script.
Oh, yeah.
And so if his character would have not been believable as a king, or as a monarch or someone,
right.
Even help people. Like,
he was the perfect man. He was like supportive of her. He could cook. He could, sell off his diamonds without thinking about it too much.
Right.
He could, those outfits, those overcoats.
Right.
And swinging a sword and beheading, his, the traitors in his kingdom.
Exactly.
And it was.
And again, what we didn't mention in the King Eternal Monarch, it's something that, like, God bless, man appreciates his woman's got her own career back in her own universe. Like, that was one of my favorite things that was at the end there. So he just, Eamon helped people.
Yeah, he was it for that show.
Yeah. So there we go. Top 3 moments. What about you guys? What were your top 3 moments of this week? Let us know in the comments below. All right, guys, we're the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Marisa. And thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. You can comment below. Jen is over on Twitter. We have an Instagram as well. But the conversation for K-dramas, we love it so much.
We love it so much. And you can go ahead and check out our live after chat about the finale of King Eternal Monarch right here. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.